tell me when you guys are ready. Ready?
Would you say your name for us real quick?
Yeah, Bradford Cohen, Cohen, Sam Zengane, and John Helms.
And any questions, just look straight in the middle.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you.
So we had a bond hearing today and a PC hearing today. I think that the relevant things that were said today that I thought were fascinating were that it took 3 months to build a case. And I think the reason for that was because the statements that were given on the evening that this occurred were very questionable. I think the way that the statements were made, what allegedly was witnessed and what wasn't witnessed, I think gave great pause to the FBI. The FBI doesn't take 3 months to arrest someone if they believe everything that was said on the night that it occurred. They were involved the first night, and then nothing happened for 3 months. In addition to that I thought was quite embarrassing was that an FBI agent says they don't have the resources to keep their eye on an individual. This is allegedly an individual that committed a crime that they then didn't watch to see if the guns were present, if the jewelry was present. And what didn't we hear today? What we didn't hear today is there is no contract, this mystery contract. They have no contract. They have no video of this alleged signing of a contract. They have no guns. They have no jewelry. They have none of that physical evidence. What they have is they have allegedly 5 individuals, one of them being a very well-known individual that is allegedly cooperating with the government and making these allegations against my client and many more. I'm going to take like 1 or 2 questions and then we're going to scoot.
You're essentially arguing they've got only a he said kind of case, no evidence.
Correct.
Is that fair?
Yeah, it's very fair. I think that this is it's a he said type of a case. I mean, obviously there's 5 individuals on one side. What we're missing are the other people that were present in the room, right? The owner of the studio who says he didn't hear anything or see anything. The way they leave the studio where no one is in concert with anybody else, no one's arguing with anyone else. One of the individuals says, "Hey, can I get my watches back?" Like, the story is quite unusual. And I think that the FBI knew that. I think the investigators knew that it was unusual. And I think that's why it took so long to make the arrest.
What is your response to the judge saying that, your client still violated the terms of his ankle monitor location?
Sure. Those are all things that are going to be, flushed out. The fact is that he was allowed to be in certain areas at certain times. That really wasn't an argument for today. I wasn't really even going to make that argument. My main thrust of today was to really push on the evidence and see exactly what they had and when they had. How about this? How about the individual who wrote the complaint, who actually drafted the complaint, who was sitting in the courtroom, who's only been an FBI agent for 4 years, does not take the stand. They put someone else on to say what she wrote in her own complaint when she's sitting in the courtroom. And that's done quite often in gamesmanship, because they don't want to put a rookie on the stand and be measured by our legal team.
How far away is this from trial?
Oh, who knows? We're going to get discovery. We'll take a look at their discovery. They're going to say it's ongoing. I mean, think about it. They had 3 months to get this stuff. They had 3 months to get warrants. They didn't get warrants that night. They didn't get warrants the next night. They didn't get warrants the next month. They didn't get warrants the month after. They waited 3 months to get warrants on whether or not there's guns, whether or not there's jewelry. How about their cell phones? How about the computers? That gives me great pause when I see a case that takes that long to get warrants, if you believe everything that was said on the evening that it occurs.
Does this guy have a path out of jail?
Hold on, let me take one from her because she was trying last night.
Can you say anything about the identity of RD, and then you also spoke about a social media post you made?
Correct. So, listen, I don't like when the government puts initials in and everyone takes a guess who they are. We all know who they are, right? I'm not going to say it's this person or that person. That's not my job to do. But certainly there have been media posts of individuals that we suspect were involved in that evening where they're denying that it occurred, or they're denying that they're giving statements to the government. I think that's unusual as well, because of what the government put forward today seems to negate those statements, but we'll have to see how this all shakes out. Listen, guys, Sam and I have had many cases together, right? We just finished a case a couple of years ago in San Francisco on the Cash App murder case. And whenever I talk to individuals, whenever I talk to media, I always say, this is not a a straight road. It's always a very winding road. So we never know where things are going to take us. We got to look at the evidence as it comes in, and we'll see what's there. I'm just shocked that, you know, when they say there might be video out there, they don't have it. There might be this mystery contract, they don't have it. Oh, they were at Staples, you know, making copies. It's just a total guess. So, like, we're not here to guess. I'm here to look at the evidence, to weigh the evidence, and to make the best decision based on that evidence.
Your client just stays in detention until what?
Yeah, currently he'll stay in detention. We'll get discovery. We'll start going through that. There's going to be several motions that we're going to file, obviously, in the next couple of weeks, but that'll all come out, and we'll give copies to everybody.
So did the feds even interview?
Look at my man.
Did the feds even interview any of the people yet? Any of the alleged victims?
So my understanding is the FBI has, over the past 3 or 4 months, has interviewed none of the alleged victims, and allegedly they all have future dates to give statements. But I have no idea if that's true. We're basing it on what the agent said on the stand, that each one of those witnesses from that evening is going to appear and give a statement to the federal authorities.
So RD never made a statement as of now?
Not to the FBI, but that evening it appears from the material that they produced and from the agent's testimony is that RD gave a statement that evening, but since that evening has not given another statement. But the FBI said in the future they're all scheduled to give statements, so we'll have to see. All right? Thank you, guys.
Yeah, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another great episode of Shyt Talkin Time with your boy Guys on my me. Who else? Time for us to do what we do best, and let's talk this shit. Definitely always make sure you haven't subscribed to the channel as of now. Please make sure you do. Getting tons and tons of unsubscribed views. Also, make sure you smash that like button. Nothing wrong with hitting that hype button either, man. Definitely helps out a lot. Also, make sure you check out the sponsor, heartandstripesclothing.com. You know, go ahead and give them a swing. Okay. This right here is going to be a very good episode. I feel bad it's a few people that's not around to see this coming because I know a lot of people know how much I dislike Gucci Mane. I have never been a fan of Gucci Mane in any way, shape, or form. I remember the first time I seen this boy in the studio and actually read the word "burr" off a piece of paper. I was like, damn, he really writes this bullshit. So for me, myself, I have never been a fan of Gucci Mane. The least Jeezy song I've lived and listened to in my life is So Icy. So I'm not a fan of it. If everyone knows today, late last night, Gucci dropped they called it a diss track. I called it a confession. Depends how you want to take it. And I mean, I guess he's okay with the path that he's going because he put it on Apple Music. And at first I was like, here they go with this AI shit. No, the very first video I seen was actually his own personal YouTube page. So no, that's how I found out that the song was real. Y'all get to listen to it on this episode. And here, I'll give y'all my reaction of the song, and it'll be, pretty hilarious, to let y'all people listen to it because for Gucci Mane itself, I mean, like I tell people all the time, when you kick that street shit and you did, and I'm going with it all the way to the end, it kind of does have a way on you. I never had to have a way on me to make me want to say no. When the whole ordeal happened, the only thing that would have made me say, like, okay, he got to handle his business. If he came with his family, okay, that's cool. Then once I found out that none of the parties was his wife or child or any family to him, I said, okay, well, he might play the street card and keep it in the streets. Then I started thinking, I'm like, okay, this young boy right now is the hottest thing moving. He was belt to ass and niggas before he went to jail. He's from Memphis. Caught a case outside of Memphis. A lot of his cases seem to be outside of Memphis. So that means he don't give a fuck. See what I'm saying? So it's like Gucci Mane scared, to be honest, because he's looking at somebody that's just like him. But in the present day, he's worse. So to me, I think he made the most educated decision because I did not truthfully think he was gonna get out here and bang it out with that boy because he can't. That young boy got way more niggas with nothing to lose than he do. Gucci cut off his whole circle, whole surrounding. So really, everybody around him is getting paid. See what I'm saying? I don't think Gucci still house crash outs, to be honest, because the fact that that was the last part of his life that he was trying to do away with. So I don't think any of them people around. As far as this diss track, it's like I don't know. I mean, I guess it was a way to tell people, yeah, I did do it, or this is why I so and so forth. And I mean, even how y'all notice how they even got the whole internet swaying, talking about, oh, Gucci Man didn't tell, Roderick Davis told. He two different people now? I said, oh, they just as schizophrenic as this nigga. They think he two different people. So Gucci Mane ain't tell. He could still go out there and keep talking about killing, trapping, and all that shit. But Roger Davis told. Y'all niggas crazy, man. And I already said it from day one, man. I said they gonna find a way to make it cool for this nigga to tell. And just that way, now they businessmen and multi-millionaire. Nigga, he was a multi-millionaire when he signed a nigga from the gutter that was into to street shit. That's the problem. Now all of a sudden, these street niggas can be the white suits. Now the white suit can play the card that he's playing. You shouldn't have signed them type artists. Nigga, go get you a Hannah Montana or something, nigga. If you don't want to play in the trenches, but you sign a bunch of people from the trenches, then you get a trenches problem, and this what you go and do. You turn into a suit. I ain't got no respect for that nigga. And that's really all I got to say about the whole diss track. As far as the next clip that y'all will probably see in the video, which is Pooh Shiesty's lawyer kind of indirectly saying that the nigga gave a statement. See what I'm saying? Big 30 lawyer ain't hold no punches. He straight told us, yeah, Gucci Man cooperated that day. Now he hasn't cooperated since that day, but he did cooperate at the original situation. See what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And I mean, I'm just tired of everybody keep talking about, oh, I didn't see anything or whatever, whatever. Even the bloggers been holding back because the information been on pacer.gov. This is a federal case. The information was out already. It's just that people was patting around that shit because higher power. He got a couple people, good PR, who know how to keep things quiet, but it can only go quiet for so long. And that's only because, like I said, I think he really cooperated out of anger. He was salty. If y'all notice how Gucci's been moving for the last few years, he act like he's this Teflon Don ass nigga. That's why I was kind of surprised for you to turn into Sammy the Bull, and you've been running around like you this Teflon Don. I mean, niggas keep saying, you acting tough as shit on the verses with Jeezy. You still acting crazy. And then it's like, for me, you gotta kill all these people's legacy. Nigga, Aha is one of my favorite Dirk songs. Now I can't listen to it because you're right ass on it. See what you do, bro. The things you do. I listen to my nigga Big Walk Dog all the time. Now I can't listen to it because you're right ass on it. And you want to talk some shoot 'em up shit everywhere that I play your music at, bro. So for me, that hurts me. And then to let these people sit here and tell us that you are telling. So officially, you don't have to look any farther. We can stop doing all the clickbait. He's telling that he's testifying. I guess we'll find out once they show it on court TV or something. But if you're not seeing the pattern, that song is just a way for him to monetize off of what he's about to go through. He know he's about to take a hit. He's going to take a major hit to his career because you solidified yourself as, oh, I was a jack boy. I was a street nigga. I was this, I was that. But then you turn around and did some weird shit because you did wrong. I mean, I don't know about the logistics of the contract. A lot of people keep saying it's a lot more than a Big Scar situation. Some people say he never got paid a dime from the label the whole time he was in jail. I don't know. And I mean, it did make me wonder when we got little hints that like Wallow and Gilly and them was sending him money and things like that. I'm like, why is Wallow and Gilly and them sending him money? I listen to this nigga music all the time on YouTube, so I know his YouTube views alone should keep his commissary stacked. The fuck is going on? So maybe that's true. Then another video came out alleging that Gucci and Keisha Couture snuck I ain't gonna say snuck. They have a revise clause in the contract. So what you think of a revise clause, okay, they might have been getting 0.5 off of him before he went to jail. Now he comes home from jail, becomes a bigger artist, and we renegotiate the contract, and then we need 5 instead of 0.5. They can legally do it. They can do it up to 4 times. But that's the contract that he signed. And that's the problem that I be telling these people, man. Gucci, you know, that boy wasn't, he had no, probably used his lawyer, got some local person to read it, his dad or uncle or somebody, but was really just so happy to be in the game, he signed it. But I just don't understand why every single artist didn't have a problem parting their ways from Gucci other than him. Because I'm willing to guarantee that he expressed some concerns about him wanting to leave before he got released from jail. I don't think he waited 100 days and then met up with him. No, he probably seen him, close by. They said the actual label, the imprint label, gave him $5 million when he came home. I don't know what his label gave him. Some people say he came home with $14-15 million. Did Gucci them give him the difference in the label? Because I know they stated that the label gave him $5 million when he touched down. That's all the cars. We probably see the jewelry and all the money that he flashing. Now, as far as what 1017 gave him, I don't know. His music streamed pretty well. A lot of the artists kept his name alive, so he kind of never really died out too much. That's why his comeback was so anticipated. But to look at it now and say, I never seen a rapper he's like mystical to me. It's like, okay, you fucked up. You came home. Everybody was waiting, looking for the new music. You give us one new song, and then you go right back to jail on some dumb shit. Right back. And I mean, I do agree, and I'm gonna end the episode on this because somebody made a good point. If the contract wasn't right or you didn't like it, why not take the money and try to buy yourself out of it? Or take the money and hire a legal team and get it dealt with the right way? But these youngins, because I'm not going to call him a grown man, this some little kid shit. Grown man would have honestly probably kept working with the nigga and just thought about the money that he could make until he got free from it. That's what a grown man would have did, or a grown man would have hired a lawyer and they went about it a different way. But he chose his way. I'm not knocking him for it because he did it the only way he know. A lot of you guys may not know, man. Memphis is a very tough place. It's not Elvis. See what I'm saying? Memphis, Tennessee, is not a pleasant place to come from. I mean, it's rough. See what I'm saying? When you get to a point where they saying basketball players don't even want to come in just to play them, they ain't got to stay there. They just there for one night. They we don't even want to go to Memphis. See what I'm saying? So that should just let y'all know what type of upbringing he go through. His father spent a lot of time in prison. You hear his mom on the intro, so you know she was with the shits too. I mean, he only a product of his own environment. So I don't really blame him but so much. And I mean, as far as for Gucci to be somebody who came from the same environment, I really think he signed that contract thinking he could trust it. That's Goo-Wop. He been through everything, man. That nigga been through hell and back. He ain't gonna get me. See what I'm saying? And if you listen to a lot of y'all artists that tell y'all all the time, there is no friends in the music industry. People will play friends. I mean, you don't watch, even, before we go, we watch how Future and Drake fell apart. I mean, to be honest, let's be real. Everything, not no disrespect, Future whole career is thanks to Drake. Drake gave him his career. See what I'm saying? But to each his own, and what can I say? But as always, man, thanks for checking in. Please make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, also hit that hype button. Also, will help the channel out. Also, make sure you check out the sponsor. And as always, man, I'll catch you next time.
School up. Yeah. Well, down. Nigga, I hate to see you up. Tell the truth, you went out like a real crash diamond. And after all that, boy, you still signed to me? Wow. I'm like Birdman, and nigga, this my cash money. And your fat ass flanky, he a stone cold junkie. You know I got my bread up, I always keep my head up. I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. I walk in the room, you can feel the pressure building. Niggas dap me up the whole time they plotting against me. I don't take it personal, for me it's only business. And I don't wanna conversate if it ain't about no million. Don't kill you, make you stronger. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. My money keep getting longer. Now these haters got amnesia. You know I gotta move tactical, every move magical. And I'm from East Atlanta, but the diamonds come from Africa. They love you when you're broke, but they hate you when you win. And when you take a loss, that's when the haters get the grin. And it's all on you, can't be wearing no disguises. You play stupid games, then you win stupid prizes. Some people like to take a nigga kindness for weakness. I pulled up on business, but y'all was on some weak shit. The artist and the CEO, I wear a lot of hats. They smile in your face, then they stab you in your back. You learn from your daddy, so I guess that is hereditary. I'm that same nigga that put money on your commissary. A nigga settled to play like Suge Knight did with Drake, but I ain't easy E, nigga, and this ain't back in the day. The 1017, the label, I built this shit from the ground, and I be damn if I let a nigga take my shit down. Pressure on my chest, but I still ain't pressed. Pen to the paper, but it's under duress. Read between the lines, I don't settle for less. Step up to the plate, my nigga, life is a test. Man, they on that broke shit, and I'm a rich ass exec. The head nigga in charge, it's my name on the check. Niggas jealous of me, dawg, remind me of my ex. Another day, another dollar, on to the next. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. My heart turned cold, my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. Keep that fake love, I don't want it no more. My heart turned cold, my heart turned cold. CEO, 1017 for life, Big Gucci. This for all the crash diamonds out there. I don't know what the fuck you thought. Still getting money. This ain't that. It's 1017. Scoochie. Burr. Burr. Wow. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart